Okay, let me just check and make sure this is everything's good. And my screen isn't showing up on there. No, there it goes. Okay, straight. It's all good. How's everyone doing? I haven't posted it yet. I'm still editing it. I haven't had much time lately, man, to do anything. I feel like I'm constantly like chasing my tail around. But yeah, when I upload it, I'll share it with you guys. I need to get a video editor, so I need to. Okay, so this is what I was waiting for here. So now I just need a pullback, which I don't know if we're going to get one here, but um, that would be the plan here. I would like to see it like retrace at least halfway of this move it just made. That would give me a decent risk to reward on the trade. So gold is still blasting up there. And I already scaled out too. That's the crazy part. Which what I've noticed last couple days, it seemed like gold and the indices were kind of like, in unison, but now it seems like they're going opposite of each other here, which I think that's more normal. Should be anyways. Okay, so we're one time framing down. I should have entered here right when it like started really rolling over, but it is what it is. All right, so we got one candle to see what this candle does here. See if we can get it to push up a little bit and then, touch into this area here. There's also, you can also probably use a trend line on this. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. All right, now we're there. We're like really close to the trend line here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the trigger here. Now let's put my stop above this little low time frame balance area, which really shouldn't be violated. It's also a strong high there on this time frame here, so this shouldn't be violated right here. And if it is violated, then it's most likely going higher anyways. I don't want to be in it at that point. And then it is 4:36 or 8:37:36 your time. So I did get blasted right there. It blasted me. But very low risk on the trade, right? Not very much at all. Okay, secondary entry. Where would this be at? I try not, if I get like stopped out like that, I try not to let it like sway my view on the price. So I still think it needs to come down farther here. So maybe it's just trying to go to this trend line here. Yeah, that's way up there. Let's see what ES is doing here. So ES did go into balance there. It's big volume imbalance. What about YM? What's YM doing? Curling up beautifully. Yeah, so the other two indices have a pretty clear area to where they're going. It's probably going to come up into there. NQ, though, is kind of confusing here a little bit. I still think we go lower, but the last reversal had two pushes up, but we never took out the low there. So we had a push up, and then it went lower, and then two up. So we have volume imbalances there. Let's see where the halfway point of this entire swing up is at. Oh, it's actually already way past it. Okay. Yeah, I just think I have to wait for more information here. See if maybe it comes up into here. The trend line is obviously wrong. Let's go check on my gold position. We're waiting for this to show its hand here. Okay, let's go to 10-minute here. So I also caught a good short off of this. It's a really, really nice short too. Price action on gold is really fire right now. Pretty easy to trade. Okay, so it looks like we're fighting to get through this here. I want to check this last doji here and make sure it's not rejecting at the halfback area. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. The plot thickens. So I'll probably just use one time framing here. If it goes below that low, I'll just go ahead and get out. Yeah, right there. That's pretty decent. And Q's still looking pretty strong here. I also see a broadening formation. Curious to see what it does with the halfback this entire pullback here if it rejects there. Like pretty much where it's at right now. So it did stop me out there, unfortunately. Yeah, let's not fuck with those right now. Okay, so gold went higher here. I want to add on to this. If this is going to keep going up like this, I want to add on to it here. My break even price is far enough away now. Or if I add it on, I mean, if I add it on to it, my break even price would be far enough away now. Pretty obvious it's probably going up to here. That's the really only structure left. But we need to watch like this area too. I'd already rejected there earlier. Yeah, never mind. Probably good where it's at. Still one time framing up. So it's probably going up to there. But there's going to be a pullback sooner or later. I'll just have to wait for the pullback. Hopefully it continues up. Look at that beautiful curl up there. Very nice. Very nice 30-second chart there. So it looks like we are rejecting and fill that volume imbalance there. I prefer though, if it went up in near here, a little bit higher here, it'd be much better. Let me pull up the chat. Sorry about that, guys. And then we got Bitcoin going lower here. If we look at the daily chart on Bitcoin, it's starting to get a bit worrisome here. Yeah, so we've seen this before where like we'll start grinding up and then eventually it's going to crack and do 3 pushes down. So I don't know how far that 3 pushes will take us, but I think we should get one more breakout from this kind of like this pattern of within here. It's like grind up. Usually it breaks out really hard in one direction, usually up. And then from there it will top and then put in the 3 pushes down. Kind of like what it did here. Grind it up and then it popped up. You can see it right here too. Grind up, pop, and then it kind of like puts in a failure swing. But for right now, it appears to be going down. All right, so it did roll over from there. Hmm. Let's see what the other indices did. Yeah, that's true. I took that off my chart. Forgot about that. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, it's definitely like almost perfect with it. Good. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, gold's still rolling here. It's still rocking and rolling. I think no, never mind. I'm still shorting this account from somewhere up there. Um, go ahead and short this on a failure swing. If it comes up here and pops up here and fails, I'll definitely short this. Yeah, beautiful broadening formation there. And about halfway of that, this entire push up here, just about. If we go like that, it's really just half back to balance of the pull like on a 10-minute probably. Yeah, there isn't three candles in a row down though. There is, but they're not like it's not like three in a row actually. And there's a nice pullback here. So now I want to see if it's going to do like an 80% retracement, which will give me a nice low risk, high reward entry there. Go check back on gold here. Still just trending upwards. Probably still one time framing here. Yeah. So it's been one time framing since here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 candles in a row. It's probably getting a little bit much, I think. So we had a one here that went for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So about 9. All right, so I'm gonna move my stop up below the next candle and just keep doing that until it tops out. I'll probably just have to re-enter all of it. I don't want to like stay in it and give back half of it and then yeah, regret it. So let's go back to NQ here. All right, so it looks like it's doing the 80% retracement here. Fill in that volume imbalance. Has how many seconds are left on this? 20 seconds on this candle here. No, it's not a failure swing, that's for sure. Could be, but it's really deep. It's like a test of the high. Let's go to ES and look at it. There's a decent sized gap from Tuesdays. Yeah, yeah, I saw that. We're inside of it too on the on Nasdaq. Yeah, I called for that last night. Like, here's my analysis from last night. Like, look at it. We go up to there, we reject, and go down to the tick redelivery. I originally had it like this though. I think I had it like this though. Yeah, I had it like that. So same thing, just as balance with imbalance. But did it perfectly. Yeah, I said it would go up to here, and then once to here, it should redeliver and start attacking the gap, which we got into it, but it didn't fill it all because it went into this balance area right here. Yeah, tapped it in perfect half back to balance as well. Perfection right there, and then pop back up. So I think tomorrow we probably fill the gap. Good eye though, man. Is that the what gap you're talking about? Tuesday to Wednesday last week? Yeah, yeah. New day opening gap. Yes, sir. So like whole trade's still cracking up there. Let me move my stop up again. Yeah, it's going to that. It's going to here. It's just is it going to pull back before that happens? That's the question. So let's see what time yesterday it started like really moving. Um, so yeah, it looks like right at it's usually like 7:50ish or so. And they go out on the 10-minute. Beautiful. It's quite beautiful. All right, let's trail it behind this one now. Gotta love one time frame. It just takes the guess out of it, you know. Almost tempted to add onto it here because it looks like it's about to just blast, but I feel like that might be a little bit greedy of me to do so. All right, it's looking a little toppy here. So let's check this doji out. This doji is definitely from here to here is the balance area there. So I would like to, as soon as it like taps into this like that, and if it pulls away from it, I'll definitely short it there. Let's see where YM's at. YM's almost there to the balance there. And all the indices are kind of like moving together, which is nice. That's very nice. Yes is like there right now. I haven't been taking advantage of this today. It's like I should be focusing more on Bitcoin when it's moving down. The volatility is kind of increasing. That's when I really want to be trading Bitcoin. Looks like it's about to roll over here on the 5 minute. I'll wait for the next candle to open and see what it looks like. All right, ES popped up above it actually. So check this out on NQ here. And we do have this area up here. So maybe I'm too focused on the downside move. All right, there it did print right there. So let's drop down, wait for it to take out the candle's previous candle's low there. This is a strong high here. There it is, beautiful. See, I went up into the close that candle. It's usually a really big tell if it like rejects there, but now it's not rejecting. All right, there we go. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to go short here, guys. Let's go look at gold real quick. It's still going up. Bro, don't do this right now. It's like the worst possible time for it to lag on me like this. There we go. Okay, so beautiful. Chart looks beautiful. Like, all right, still one time for means right there. I need to have ES up. I need to look at what ES is doing here. So ES seems like it wants to come up into this big ass doji here, I think. Which we know that will pull up Nasdaq with it. I think it looks alright though. I don't think even if this is a loss, I'm okay with it. Follow the plan. I did everything I was supposed to do, so other than wait for like the perfect touch away from it, that probably would have like solidified it a little bit more. But other than that, I think I did everything in my power that I should have. Oh, I see gold's going up. I know exactly where gold's going. So gold's going up to here, 737 for sure. I'll explain to you why. All right, so you have this big nasty move down, right from these dojis here. It could like reject from like there's a little tiny low time frame balance area right there. Let me put that on my chart. And then other than if it that is an actual structure though, so my thinking is it'll probably come up into here, which is also explains it hasn't had any kind of like test that's high, no failure swing, no nothing. Um, but it doesn't really seem to do that very much either though. No, I guess there's one right there. Yeah, there's one right there. Never mind. It does it. It just doesn't do it right away. It seems like it takes it a minute. Okay, so it's pulling back here. I'm probably gonna get stopped on the trade. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of that. So I think this pullback here is a buying opportunity. Um, Probably puts it down and going down into somewhere down into here. Let's look at the 10-minute chart. Yeah, it could bounce up right where it's at, or like hold this area because it's right at a little low time frame balance area here. Little baby one. It could hold this area and then continue up, or it will probably come down into this next area here. Seems to be holding that area. What it does here is going to tell you a lot. Like if it, so it looks like that trade's working after all. What it does with this doji here. I like trading the low time frame failure swings on gold. They worked out really well for me for scalps. If it comes back up into here and then fails, it'd be a good little scalp. See if it comes down to there, I think. All right, let's check back on Nasdaq and see what it's doing here. Okay, so I did push away from it. We really need to see this low broken though. If it gets back above that doji there, I'm out. Like, I don't want to be in it anymore. So we have one push, 2, 3, 4. Drop it like it's hot. Hopefully it drops it here. About to have volume increase. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Yeah. Let me pull it up on the chart so we can watch them both. So what is this line? I'm not sure what that's from. All right, beautiful rejection there. This is perfect. Beautiful. Can ask for any better kind of price action there. Okay. So popped into that doji there, pushed away from it. It is curious. It is bullish that this low held here. This is your strong eye. Took out that higher high there. Came down, tested it here, held it, and it starts curling up here. I'll probably go long. I like the curling on this. It's pretty good. I just want to see it like push up and show me that it's bullish, you know. I don't really like the 30-second on here either. Let's go 1 minute, probably a little cleaner. There we go. Yeah, you have volume bounce there. All right, so above here, bullish. Below here, um, that'd be bearish below here. This is clearly bearish here. Clear as day. Have to watch the 50 on this. Shit's already bounced there once. Let's see what ES is doing real quick. All right, so ES came right into that doji's low and pushed away from me. You guys see that? And then gold's going down here. YM's also going down. So all three indices are going down, which is very good. And then this area just needs to be redelivered. It's a really big up move. Okay, so I don't know. I don't really want to short this for some reason. I still think it needs to go up. Probably should have shorted it when it no, it never printed. All right, so we have some structure here. It kind of like lines up that volume balance as well. The last pullback was had 1, 2, like 3 pushes down. Right, 1, 2. Here, let me count after that break. So then 1, 2, yeah, 3 pushes. So there's like 1. It's definitely coming down here. It could even come down to here. So if it comes up to this like blue line here, I wouldn't mind shorting it there. What the fuck, Nasdaq? Just go down, dude. Why are you always on some bullshit? It's always on some bullshit lately. Okay, blasted right through that area. So that's done. I should have shorted it. I should have shorted it. Anyone short that? Yeah, it's going right to here. It's probably also 50%. So let's check this little area here too. Yeah, there's a 50% retracement. And then this also lines up with this high here. So if we look at this like on a 10-minute, it will make a lot more sense what's going on here. So you have like this one, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles in a row. It makes sense that it at least comes down to this high here, which I don't know why I didn't think about that 5 minutes ago. Hmm. All right, I'm gonna exit this Nasdaq trade here in a second. It just failed to go low below that low there. Okay, so we got 50% retracement. We got a bounce from there. There's no real setup there. Let's check on ES and Q or ES and YM and see what the fuck they're doing. Yeah, they both look alright. Like they don't look bad. Fuck is Nasdaq always doing this for? All right, give it 1 second here, but I'm probably gonna exit that. I don't, I don't like this curl up here. It looks pretty bullish. All right, gold. I missed it. Paying attention. So remember I said if it came back into that low, I wanted to short it, and it did. Just didn't see it. That would have been a good short from right there. Would have been a good one. Got $3 on GC. The first 2 minutes tends to dictate initial wave, but you have to be nimble. Oh, so you're saying from like, okay, so you're saying like this, because it moved pushed down, it most likely is going to continue that way. That makes sense, actually. It does make sense, yeah. Makes a lot of sense. Okay. I'm get ready to short this here. Hey, what the fuck is that? I'm gonna put my stop right above there. Not the best entry, but it's the only entry that it's offering right now. And then we got Nasdaq just kind of like floating around here, not really. It could be this could be a failure swing here. It has the look, so we'll see what it does here. Then I entered here because it was a swing. I could tell it was putting a little baby swing high here. So you have a lower high to the left, lower high to the right. It's making a high. I wasn't sure if it was going to push up more though when I entered, so I thought there was probably my best bet. And I'll just have to be really like quick to exit if it starts pushing up here at all. And then if it goes above that high, cut it. Alright, super gay. Struggling with getting saving my stop here. Nah, I just don't want to. So I should have already cut it. So we'll see what it does after it taps into this. Does it push away from it? Does it go through that volume bounce? Oh shit. It looks like it was a failure swing there. Let's measure it and see there if it was. Yeah, it was. So this is a perfect example of a failure swing right here, guys. As soon as gold fucking goes my way, I'll show you guys. Um, now push down, dude. Just push it. It went through that volume imbalance. It's not acting as a support. It's very bearish. We should, in theory, be able to put a trend line here too, from here to here, and see it hold. Now we really want to see a break like now. What time is it? It's 9 after. Let's go to 3 minute. Look at this. I don't like the 3 minute at all. You have a little swing low there. I'm gonna get out of that. I should have exited earlier, so I'm just even if it like I should have just exited before as soon as it pushed above that high the first time. Now let's look at this. On the 3 minute, it looks like it's gonna curl back up here and try to go up higher. We'll have to wait and see though. It is one time framing down here, so I just should have considered that on the 3 minute before I exited that high there being broken. Nasdaq, what in the dude? Not up, not up. What? Mhm. Okay, so I am glad I saved my stop there. Let's put the trend line from here to here and see where that puts us at. I think this is, I'm having deja vu of a move last night where it did this and I shorted it and it worked very well. And I think it was that right there. What's DXY doing? Let's check DXY. So it is pushing up a little bit, filling in that gap there. NQ just wicked into the 3 minute for a second time. Yeah, it looks like it wants to go down, man, but it's being really fucking weird. The close of the first minute after trend lines up perfectly with your low. Nice. Let's look at this on 10 minutes, see if it looks bullish or bearish. It does look bullish. I got to keep in mind that it does need to come up to there. Like that's the draw. So sometimes I get wrapped up in the price action and I'll totally just like get zoomed in on like going one direction, like a certain trade. I tend to do that sometimes. Let's go back and look at NQ here, see if it's still just being weird. All right, I'm gonna get out of this before I don't want to take a full stop on it. I feel like it should already went down. So it broke the trend line there. And then ES doesn't look too bullish. Doesn't look really bearish either, though. You have that volume imbalance there. All right. I think I'm going to long this here on gold. I like how it broke the trend line. I think that was maybe just a flag down, kind of like this one here. So I'm going to go ahead and long this guys here. I'll put my stop, like 50% of that move up there. And then there it goes, fucking stupid bitch. Let me get out of that until I know what's going on here. I'd rather just get out now. Like I'm sitting here hoping it's going to work. Like the trade was to see it go from there, go down, not to come back up here and test and consolidate for another 20 minutes. Classic Nasdaq for you. That's a good question. This one? Are you asking on Nasdaq? Oh, that's true. Yeah, I didn't see that very good eye there, man. It touched the 4 p.m. price to the tick there. Actually, quite beautifully. Yeah, very good eye there, man. I'm so sick of it too, dude. Like I feel you on that, man. Nasdaq is just pissing me off every day. Like it's just like getting to the point where I feel the same way. I'm just about to move to trade gold all the time or something. I like gold. I can read it pretty well. But this is just like, dude, what is it? It's always some bullshit with it. I feel like it's always something. It's like I always got to watch ES with it because ES dictates what it does, and it's just like, yeah, look at that beautiful curl up here on ES here. ES has a clear area, a couple areas it needs to go to. Yeah, looks pretty bullish here on NQ. All right. And this is why I do above and below areas so I don't get stuck on one side too much. So up here is probably where it's going to be heading for. It's just a odd place for it to reverse, but the 4 p.m. close does kind of make sense there. Definitely. Spot gold and silver in the day was my bread and butter until they took it away. What do you mean took it away? I'll like stop offering it. Oh, they don't have spot on it anymore. I get what you're saying. Yeah, that sucks. What about the futures? Okay, so gold and like it seems like gold and the indices are opposite of each other tonight, which is interesting. So gold should be rocketing right now. With DXY going down like this, gold should be going up. Which I really don't. I'm gonna exit here probably in a second. I do not like how it touched into that doji there and pushed away from it. I'm gonna get out of that. That's not good. And it is a failure swing. I'm gonna try shorting it here. Flip the script on it. Or no, I'm not. No, I'm not. There's not a setup. I gotta stop doing that. Gotta stop doing that, man. It's not beneficial. You see how I try to talk myself into shorting it there? Like, there's no setup. Why am I gonna go short? Makes no fucking sense. And it's probably gonna go up if anything, because the draw's up there. It's a 50% retracement, just about. Let's see here. Almost not even. Broke the trend line. It's probably bullish, and I'm trying to short it for no reason. All right, so it does look like Nasdaq rejected that area pretty well. So that'd be from there to there. Yeah, perfect half back touch there. I'm just not sure about its direction. I just don't know which direction it's trying to go. So let's do some high time frame analysis and let this shit cook for a minute. There's no rush, let it cook. And let it show its hand and then fuck with it. In the meantime, though, it's just burn and draw down for no reason. I like this though. There it goes. There it goes. And a nice beautiful curl up there. Nice place to put my stop below. 729. It's pretty decent on 10-minute. It is kind of close to here though. See how this one, it creates space with the dojis? The space, you need that for it to go up. Which kind of makes me think it's probably gonna like go like this. And then maybe up. You guys see that space? Something I've been looking into a lot more lately is like how often does the move go like straight from up to down and then within the next two candles go right back up? It's not very often. Usually at least need one candle, like a doji, at least the space between them. Space between them. Space between them. Here's one that didn't have any space though. But it also wasn't the initial first pullback there. It failed there, creating the space between the top and then the new high being made. A space created there between that high and then where it broke up above it. So I just want to be careful here. All right, let's measure my risk to reward here and see if I can't get a scale out off. Should make it risk free, which would be very nice. So I'm like 1-3 right now. Yeah, I'm gonna take one off here. That way the trade's free. If I take a loss on it, well, it won't be a loss anymore. No matter what, I can't lose on it now. So it makes it free, which is very good. All right, let's go to the daily chart here, have a look. See how this looks here. All right, yeah, it's hit the top of that trend line there, like we talked about last night. Yeah, beautiful. So like we talked about, we have this balance area. We have a gap too as well. Probably going to see price make it down. It's a beautiful swing high here. Probably something like this. What happened here, same kind of thing. Then it's also a rising wedge as well. So it'll probably come back down near that high there, and we have the gap as well. ES is kind of the like one that we really should look at though. So ES coming down into here, kind of bouncing into it, made another low. So we're one time framing down now on ES. So tomorrow I'm definitely going to be watching for, the low, see how it reacts to the low. And YM's been going down. That was the first clue when YM, like the crack in the correlation, YM was double topping while NQ and ES were making higher highs. I think it did fill its gap today, though. Let's check this here. Yeah, it filled that gap today. And then we got there. And there's a bigger, much bigger gap lower too. ES gap situation. There's a gap down here. So it looks like that trade on gold's still going up. It's very nice. We have another gap there, and obviously the really big one's down here. Very nice. So let's look at the news. Hey, what's up, Bitcoin? What you doing? Oh, very nice here. Yes, sir. It's a little late to it though. Mm-hmm. I like this on Bitcoin here. Came in right into the balance area there. But I'm too late. The entry was like right here. I've already been out by now. Um, yeah, this area needs to be delivered to for sure. Looks like gold pulled back here. I'm gonna add into this here. This is very nice re-entry here. Still one time framing. Really, this candle just opened up, I think. No, it has 30 seconds left on it. Still one time framing though. So I just want to see it pushed up enough to where the next candle can open and, not violate these two. Yeah, nice curl up there. Breaking the flag it's in here. So it's definitely flagging down here. It broke it. I'm gonna add on here. Beautiful price action here. It's very, very nice. Now I can move my stop up to there. Very, 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 very nice price action. And that volume imbalance already was filled there. It's also 50% retracement. It really likes 50% retracements. This was a 50% retracement as well. This is just a smaller, this the same thing. It's just this one's much smaller. Much easier to trade than Nasdaq right now. Not so beautiful price action here. Kind of curling up. YM looks like it needs to come down into here though. It's actually not a bad short on YM here. or ES for that matter. All right, beautiful. Yeah, see, fucking knew it. Yeah, that's a beautiful push down there. Gonna crack this low. So there's a new 5 minute candle opening up here in a minute, and then I want to enter on that the wick of that 5 minute candle if it doesn't blast it before. I should have just entered when it was right there. It just didn't. I don't know, being a pussy for some reason. All right, so starting to look pretty decent for a maybe possibly bullish setup here. Where the market structure is definitely bullish. This was a strong high here, closed above it, retracing back, came back to this previous high, bounced, and is pushing up here. It broke the flag it's in. You have a little bit of structure here. Come on. Um, Give it a second here, but if it keeps like it kind of like rolled over here, we want to be seeing a U shape, not a an M kind of looking shape here. So my thesis is I'd rather just exit, and then once I see what I want to see, I'll re-enter. I'd much rather do that all day than just kind of hope it works out there, because it should already went, in my opinion. All right, so back to the trend line. That little bit of structure is right here. It has half backed it and respected it. So I'm gonna enter long here in a second. Puppy, what's up, bud? What's wrong, man? What's your deal? What's up? Come here. What's up? Ooh, it busted that trend line though. The plot thickens. All right, let's go back to gold. I have a feeling it's probably pushing up now. Yeah, there it goes. All right, now I'm gonna re-enter here. Like the second I exit is the second it like pushes up. Bro. There we go. Uh, Trying to figure out where to put my stop, which is something I should already figured out. Um, Maybe this area here. I do not like how rejected right there. I don't like that at all. But yeah, I'll just have to put my stop right below here. We look at this here. Yeah, like this that big move down, came back, redelivered to it. Yeah, to like right to the low there. And then it's breaking this trend line here. It seems to be doing the opposite of gold tonight for whatever. I don't know why it switches, but gold goes up, it tends to go down tonight. See that? It's almost directly opposite of each other. When you have the any kind of correlation, I think it's important to watch it. So let's see if my thesis is right here. All right, so if we look to gold right here, let's see this big up move. Gold went up, kind of not though. Seems like right here they were, and then they went back into unison, kind of. But one's kind of lagging behind the other one. It seems like actually, it seems like gold makes the move first, and then kind of trails. Then Nasdaq kind of trails behind it. So I don't think there's even any kind of correlation there. So it goes down. Yeah, they went down together right there, and then now up together right there, down right there together, and then up. So that's a failure swing. Looks like. I hate this when it's like just doing this bullshit. All right. As soon as it breaks this flag here, I'm gonna long Nasdaq. You could have done it here, done just fine. Could have done it here as well. Caught both these moves up. And then you could also, like the other night, it was like this, like trend lines, you would have just murked it. So you could trend line break there, you could have shorted it. Trend line break there, you could have shorted it for little scalps. All right, beautiful push up there. I'm gonna take one off, lock it in, ensure I get a winning trade no matter what. Just wanted to push back up here so I can take off one of them. All right, there we go. All right, so now can't lose on the trade. Very beautiful. There we go. Go back in expansion so I can make some fucking money, please. Beautiful. Violated the 80%. Golden. Definitely going up now. Yeah, you have this area up here. It looks pretty. And that one too. But below. Hmm. Weird. Nothing there to do with Bitcoin. Okay, so now we broke the flag. Long in it. Let's go. Drop down, look at the structure here. Well, that didn't work. I just was thinking, I just remembered it broke the trend. It's alright, man. Not too bad, like break even right now. This trade will make it P&L positive here once it goes. Nasdaq's just being confusing a little bit. Like I'm not sure what the fuck it's doing. Beautiful price action here on gold though. Let's look at this on the 3 minute. There's a pull up, came into there, rejected it. YM and ES aren't really moving at all. They're both just kind of stuck. I exited just because I don't like how it broke this trend. I really want to see it get back above this area here and like show me that it's actually bullish. So it looks like it's what it's about to do here. And like stop doing this. What this kind of like ugly little grind it's doing here. Yeah, it's not very clean price action at all. And gold is just one time framing beautifully here. I may add on to this right here. Yeah, there it goes. Mm. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't stay in that trade there. It looks like it's another leg down here. And what makes me think that is because like trend lines during this Asia session, like just like here, have been working very, very well. Oh shit, just broke on time framing. Whew. Jeez Louise. I'm gonna add on the gold here. Doesn't increase my risk very much. I don't like that drop down, but it didn't even take out that low or anything. Yeah, it had me a little bit scared there. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But this, I think it's alright. I might as well add back there because it's right at my break even price, so it's not adding any more risk to the table other than from obviously there to there, but it's a good place as any to add on to. So I just went through that doji like butter there. Didn't even stop for it at all. Above this high, it goes. Starting to look a little bit more bullish here, but it's still not the best price action in the world. 3 minute, not too bad. Probably lining up with this trend line here as well. You're close to it. All right, so now I'm back to being profitable for the stream. It's very good. I want to take one of these off here in a second, though. If it keeps chopping around here. Maybe even both of them. All right, I'm gonna get out of both those right here. I'll re-enter if I have to. It's just every time it does this little pattern here, it results in like a bigger push down, which should be my break even price anyways. Like here, it did that same pattern, another drop there. So let's see the 50% of this. Yeah, volume's going down. Ah, missed it again. So there's 50% retracement, just about. I think it actually was. All right, we have a new 5-minute wick here, so I'm going to short this on this push up here. Because it's just a wick of the previous 5-minute candle. Yeah, see, that will just, when this pushes down, it will just be a wick here. And then now if it pushes up here a little bit more, I can re-enter. I have a nice place for my stop, which will go right here. Maybe very, very low risk, only risking a point and a half, which isn't really much. Very similar pattern as this was here, right here. To what's going on now. There it is. All right. So I got in a little late. So now it's 2 points. Um, this looks very similar to this. Somebody, yeah, fucking knew it. Yeah, if you look at this, it looks exactly the same as this here. You have this double top here right at the high. You have a double top right here, right at that high. I'll give it a second to see here if it works, but I'm not really confident in it. See what it looks like on a 3-minute. On 3-minute doesn't look bad though. We'll see. Come on, blast it. I think it might make another push down towards this trend line here, and then we see it go probably. Dun, 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 dun. Starting to curl up on Nasdaq here. I don't think it's going down. I think if it was going to go down, it probably already would have here. But I don't want to enter while I'm in with gold because then I'll just be over risk. So I need to make a choice here, Nasdaq or gold, Nasdaq or gold. I'm going to choose Nasdaq here. See if YM and ES are starting to move up. Like I said, it doesn't matter if YM or if either one of them is not moving up with it, it won't move. So ES is starting to push up with it though. ES has a beautiful like little U shape here, and more like a V, but it at least is moving in the same direction. YM still isn't going though. That's what sucks about these is they're so dependent on the other assets to go with it. Are you joking me, dude? They keep cheating on here. I'm about done with them. 340, 41. I guess it's just really volatile tonight. Jesus. So high, really high volatility. There it goes. Still one time framing here. Hopefully I don't get punished for chasing price here. Almost always do though. Alright, fuck the indices right now. Like fuck futures. So it's not moving enough to even make any money. It taxed me 40% on that entry. This is fucking nuts. Yeah. It's the same as this reversal here, just a lot smaller. Same thing though. I'll show you like what I was pointing to you guys out there. So if you look at this one, how it's like how the structure itself is the structure itself. Like you have this little high right here, right? That's this high right here. And then you have price come down, come up and like putting these double tops here. That's this here. Same thing. It's just a different time frame. It's just a much smaller version of it. This one is same exact thing. Like even this high right here is like you have a higher high right there, higher high right there, and then smaller high, push down, double top, and drop. Almost exactly the same, just different time frame. I really like when I can see fractal patterns like that. I really like it. It's really kind of fun. All right, so this is much easier to make money with, guys. Period. So I don't know if I'm gonna sit there and fucking try to make money trading futures when I can just scalp 3 candles with Bitcoin and triple, double, quadruple up. Much easier way to make money. So like, what was it, $38 or something like that? It's at 84 now. So it's gonna cut me at 300% gain there. So there, it cut me out of that trade. So um, now I'm at almost $200. Nasdaq's just not fucking doing anything. So no point in even trying with this. I don't know what's up with it, guys. Maybe I just need to leave Asia session alone for a couple days because this last week's Asia sessions have been just horrible. Sunday night was good, just not last night, night before. Okay, so this is another 5-minute candle wick here. See that? Oh no, it's not. That's weird. Should have just printed a new candle. Maybe that. Oh, that's a 15-minute. There we go. Yeah, it's a 5-minute wick here. So not sure if it's going to double bottom here. I don't think the way it's moving kind of aggressive. So once it pushes below that, then I'll try again. And once I see how price reacts to this area here, if it pushes away from it, it's probably bearish. If it pushes through it, it's probably bullish. Yeah, it's going down. Okay, so now I can short it here. A little risky though, because it could just pop right back up. And then we have a pretty clear area here where I think it might need to go to. The reason it's risky is because it's only going to take one candle to stop me out with this volatility. But on the other hand, it only takes one candle to be in profit. So I entered on this candle here. So this candle, if it pushes down, will be plenty of money. That's $300. And then this area has to be watched right here, like 750-ish. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna add into this here. And I move my stop up 50% of it. Yeah, just puts it right here. Hopefully it stops this like chop kind of consolidation pattern it's in here. Which it did this, you guys see it's the same thing it did here too. Same kind of thing. Yeah, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then drop. So does it drop? Here's the question. I think about that when I entered. Five-minute looks pretty good though. Tempted to enter another position here, just because it's It's looking pretty good at this point. For like at least in a little expansion leg down here into here-ish. So, this move up here is pretty fast. Price hasn't came back to it at all. So price is likely to come down into this area here. Nice, yeah, it looks good, guys. It's just not going. Like I want to trade it, but it's just not going for whatever. I'm not sure why. I think it's just like I said, ES and YM are just not moving. Yeah, get back up there, dude. Stop that shit. Yeah, you have kind of a tug of war here going on. Like NQ looks like it wants to go up. YM's got like a down pressure. It's creating like kind of a fight between them. So this has 1 minute left on it. That's not good. You have like this area that probably needs to push into. So if it doesn't push down here immediately, I'm gonna go ahead and get out. It's already too late. So they already stopped me out on this because it's 86 is the stop out. Even though like sometimes you get lucky where they won't do that to you, but most of the time they're being assholes right now, being really kind of sketch, in my opinion, some of the shit they're doing, stopping me out before I'm even, you know, way before this level sometimes. It's a nice little curl up there on gold. Not too shabby. I'm gonna get out there, break even. I gotta change the leverage here. It's just too high. It's not allowing enough movement. So it comes into here, pushes away from it. See, push down a little bit more because we got a 5 minute. We just want this candle to turn red pretty much. So it looks like it's going to here. Yeah, there it goes. Eh. All right, let's check the news and we'll wrap this up. Kind of lame price action tonight. So it's just not moving enough to really profit from. We just need more movement. All right. So what do we got for news tomorrow? We have, of course, CPI. That's a big one tomorrow. And then PPI, unemployment claims. So the next 2 days are going to be really, really high impact news events. All right. So it's pushing down here. Let's change my take profit. All right. Hopefully it doesn't take forever to get into there. If it does, then I'll probably be fucked. Oh, they taxed me so hard on that. Like 30%. Super gay. Getting punished for chasing price. Yeah, still, Nasdaq's kind of rolling over there. Maybe get like a decent push down. Let's see where we're at within the gamma. It should be going down. We're about to hit negative gamma here, which is beautiful. Then the trading should go back to normal. I'll go back to killing it. Yeah, CPI, and then we also have the 10-year auction. Thursday we have PPI, and then Friday's triple witching, which also makes a sense. This price action, it makes a lot more sense. We have this contracts expiring. Yeah, I didn't realize that, but we have this contracts expiring, so they're already starting to roll. Um, the roll's already starting to happen here, which creates a lot of nasty, weird price action they can't really explain. Market gamma open positive today. Open positive but neutral today, and positive gamma is now well distributed around the 6,000. So under 6030 on SPX, it weakens. The most likely structural result is that positive gamma will continue to congeal around 6,000 if that area becomes tested. We can verify that live with the gamma trace lens, which I don't use. Although SPX has lost its volatility trigger, has not lost its put wall, which moved lower today and showed many bids above. Yeah, so they were bidding around that level there. No. So price does seem to, this little tool they have, it does seem to go to like these dark areas. All right, there's some noise on the right side as we were discussing, but the major directional wedge here was at 6035, which is exactly where the price ended up within 10th of a percent. Over the past several market days, this has been a pattern of charm to let these smaller end of day bubbles dissolve while also resolving the pin to larger deviation. Okay, so they call this division here. So then he's saying that the pattern has been to like these will eventually dissolve as like price goes into them, and then it goes to the major point of division. And these are the option flows for today on S&P 5 Mag 7. which is just the top 7 stocks in it. In contrast, these basket flows above had a mushy toppy signal near the end of lunchtime. Usually that's at 11 a.m. close to it. Still hasn't moved at all. So they bought it up from 0 to $1.2 billion in calls to negative $691 million in calls. That's crazy. And then they sold, holy shit, I've never seen it that much. $4.8 billion in puts. Jesus Christ. I've never seen it print that high before on either calls or puts. Today, the volatility trigger on SPX relaxed, went down lower, and the put wall relaxed from 6070 to 6025. The repricing of options shows a humbler risk floor. The SPX volatility trigger was breached, which means pretty much risk off for institutions, but the put wall stands is the last resort. So let's look at 6,000 on SPX and see what he's talking about here. Okay. So 6,000's right here. So he says once it pretty much once it breaks there, then usually he's very on point with these. So he says once it breaks that, then it becomes really, 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 really big risk to the downside, which would make sense, right? And from structural point of view, I think that's about halfway through the move there, just about. And then we have this big gap on SPX, which if you're an institution, you don't want to be buying here, right? You're gonna wait for price to come and fill this gap before you buy. Just like they did on this one, they waited for it to fill it a little bit and then they pushed it up. Just like that gap there too. Fill it, then they buy. Because it's a risk for them to buy there because there's a good chance it's gonna get filled. Gold on the daily chart here. I should have bought some of this the other day in my Coinbase account. I was going to. It looks really bullish. It's definitely probably coming up to here. So it filled this in, went to balance here beautifully. Half back to balance, which gold team seems to undershoot it just by a little bit one of the balance areas, but beautiful touch there. Pushed up. And the sign it was bullish was that it just destroyed this candle here. That's bullish. So then it pushed back down, consolidated. Wow. Probably head up into that at least. The XY on the daily chart here. But you want to look at this because if you have a bearish dollar, you have a bullish Bitcoin, a bullish gold, and a bullish indices. So when it goes down, it's a risk on, pretty much all risk assets, anything that, pretty much anything but defensive assets are going to go up. So, it's in like a channel downward here, kind of. Needs to come into this balance area a little deeper though. But it could break out here too and push up. There's a volume imbalance here though. So tomorrow, if this pushes them down, it might lead to a little bit of a retracement on Nasdaq. So let's look at this here. So we have 2 days of high impact news coming up, right? 2 days. The next 2 days, and we have the triple witching. So what usually happens at these point, let me show you. I'll show you what happens when we change contracts. It's usually a reversal in the market. It's like an opportunity because the gamma resets. So it's an opportunity for price to break the current trend. So we were going up for like here, topped out, rolled over, and then topped out here. It's usually a little. It seems like it's a little bit after it tops out, just like here. Maybe looks like it was about 15 days afterwards on that one. Yeah, about 20 days on that one. Yeah, it's just like a little bit. If this was just pushed over like 15 days, it would be perfectly line up with all days. But usually, like shortly after, apparently, it leads to reversal in the market. Yeah, like 15, they go like right there. And then that one forward, that one, put that one there. Yeah, it would line up pretty perfectly. Let's see if my thesis is right here. I don't think it's gonna work like that. No, usually you can like click a whole bunch of things together, but it's not letting me right now. There we go. Uh-huh. Yep. So I was right. So if you just go like that, now they almost line up perfectly. See that? So you have top, low. This one doesn't really do anything. Low, low. Didn't really do so. Seems like every third one it doesn't really do anything. So if we just had one that didn't really do anything, that means that this one should do something. So that would put it into January though. So probably the Christmas rally up, and then maybe like a bigger retracement down.
But obviously, you need a lot more data than that to see if it's factual or not.
Hmm. Interesting. I'm just checking out something here. Sorry, we'll move on, guys. Sorry. Just looking at that. I do think the IPTA ranges are pretty interesting. I used to study these a lot. Very interesting. At one time, I cracked the code. It took me like hours and hours, but I think it was like 153 days it pops out. But I went through and did it from like all the way from back here or something. So I eventually figured it out. Okay, let's look at Bitcoin and then we'll wrap this up. And then I am going to do some meme coin trading here in about an hour. If you guys want me to stream that live, I'm down. I'm going to add like 5 or 6 sold to my account and give it a try. Okay. So gold looks like it's finally might be breaking out here. Nasdaq did move lower. There is movement. It just now went lower. And like all that for Philly. Yeah, still hasn't moved. YM's breaking lower. YM might be the play here. Get down to here. Yeah, gold's finally pushing up here. Kind of horrible price action though. Yeah, not much to do there because it just immediately pushes right back down. Okay, so I want to look here. So I think that says like where we're at now. You motherfucker, dude. That's savage right there. That was savage. So it goes right to my target there. That's so weird. Let's study this. This is a good one to study, guys. Like what was up with that? Like on the lower time frame, what happened here? Why did it decide to break up there from that point? Immediately retraces it though. Holds the 50% area might be a good long, but it already violated it. Okay, so price just consolidates. Looks like that's a pattern there. It was in maybe a little bit tighter than that. Yeah, there's no way to predict something like that, I don't think. Once it comes back to here is probably that blue line there is probably your best chance of like a continuation. Because that move up there was too fast. It's like a blink of an eye. So they're not going to let that stand. Probably needs to come back to there. And then that's what I'll try to trade that and then see it comes down to here. See if I can't get the move up to there. You could enter now, and then you're only risking a very little bit to see if it's going to push up to there. But for gold, that's like a perfect touch to that area. It just undershot it just a little bit. My thinking it's going to flag out here. I'm going to push up and then down, up, down, and flag into there. Or it just blast it, one or the other. But you're definitely not chasing price as it curls up like this. I don't think it's necessarily horrible. Below that candle's low, I'm out though. Let's check well, we should look at the gaps on Bitcoin on the CME. Thought I just like put it there, but apparently I didn't. There we go. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. And, like, there's not, I guess around the 3 day. It's good. We have to be on the hour or less for gaps. All right, so here's the gap situation. Nice, gold's still pushing up here, still one time framing here. Let's check back on YM. Not too shabby here, actually. Violated that balance area there. Probably gonna come down to here then. Got a double top there. God, gold has a lot of gaps. Fuck. Jesus, I didn't realize this. Oh, it's coming up to there then. This makes it easy to trade. Like shit. All it does is probably fill gaps. Alright, beautiful trade there on gold. Turned out really well. So it's coming up to there most likely. I like a push back to there to add on to it. That'd be cool. Exit YM. Still one time framing on the 30-second here. It's almost there. There we go. That's a little bit better. See a little bit more information here. So we can hold this low here and then start to curl up. I'll add one on here. Uh, Alright, so we're still kind of holding that low. It'd almost be better if it dipped down into here, but so it's kind of like flagging out right now. All right. So we had this gap right here, so it's probably going to go down to 92-ish or so, I would think. So there's that touch of that perfect touch I'm going to add in here. I'll leave my stop right where it's at, though. Broke the flag right there. Very nice. At this point, I can probably, once it holds this area a little bit longer, I can go ahead and move my stop up to break even. So we have this gap here. So it's probably going to come down into the gap, I would think. You also have another bigger gap at 80K. That one's dangerous there. Yeah, this big one's the one that's a risk of it being a magnet for price. Which I would love a dip down here to buy more. I really would. Solana's looks like it's coming back to that previous high. What the fuck are you doing, gold? All right, so we know from earlier that 3 minute is very important and how it relaxes. Allowed to fill that volume imbalance, but that's about it. Solana's already like breaking down here. It's already like it's flagging down. It looks like it's probably coming into balance or the previous high to the left, which would be um, maybe this one or that one. Hard to tell. All right, so one time framing's about to end here. If it pushes down anymore, come on. Yeah, it looks a lot like the same kind of topping here. I'll give it a chance though. See if it's gonna push up here. It has the opportunity to pretty much right now. Come on. And then Ethereum gave back all of its gains from the last week in one single swift move there. Sui looks beautiful right here. Nothing wrong with this chart. This looks really good. Why? Because this low hit here led to a new high, coming down into it, consolidating, or curls up again. Maybe look at it. Yeah, maybe like there it goes. Now it broke the flag for sure. I just want to move my stop below that low here now. It goes below there. I really don't want to be in it again. Like, I mean, even if it comes back down, pretty much when I break even again, I don't want to be in it. Maybe allow it to go like this, like 50% of that, and that's about it. It's pretty much break even. It's still sound on like the higher time frames here. Like it's still like Solana looks okay, but these are all weak lows, so they don't really matter. I would say that this low right here is probably the one that matters. It's that one, or it's this one. It's hard to tell. ETH doesn't look, Ethereum doesn't look bad either here. Like it's got this here, which that's for all your altcoins. Like even a lot of your meme coins are going to be dependent on what Ethereum does. Like pretty much all of them, really. So if you're any meme coins, really keep an eye on what it does here. Like I mean, meme coins. I mean like Pepe or Doge or Shib, like any of those kind of like coin-based meme coins. So nice push up here. We're definitely looking pretty here. So my initial risk was like down here. So I want to measure my R and R based off my initial risk, not the risk where I'm at now. So we're only like 1R here. We need a little bit more out of this to take one off, probably maybe up into there. XRP looks really strong here. Still didn't take out the all-time high yet, but yeah, it looks like it got really deep up into there though. All right, so we can take one off here. You know, it's a 1.5R. And that way we lock it in. We don't take a loss on it. Check back on Nasdaq here. I forgot I had a position on.
It has volume imbalance up there.
Didn't quite get up into there though either. Hmm. You have a little tiny balance area right there, a little baby one. Looks like it respected it. Fucking gold, dude. I got blasted right there, blasted me. And that's why you scale out, guys. I would have took a loss there, but instead I took a winning trade. So it's the power of scaling out for you. That's another example of a failure swing there. Quite a nice one at that. So see how they're always like really pretty close to precise. This one's like a tick off, but beautiful right there. Within a tick of the 80% retracement. Now this is coming back in to redeliver this here. So it probably stops going down to this area here. Coming back to this original OG trend line here. Okay, so let's see here. Oh yeah. That might be the top for XRP here. I'm probably gonna get out of my position here. I mean, I'm not saying it won't continue up later, but for right now, it probably needs to come down into here. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, so I'm gonna exit my position in that. And then that's about it, guys. And as far as Nasdaq looks, just I would look for downward price action tomorrow. I don't think we've done anything that calls for it to continue up right now. Watch that like trend line that is in here. You know, if you guys would have followed my analysis last night, you should have tore it up today in Nasdaq. So then, yeah, look forward to continue retracing down. Watch that gap that we have there. I like at that gap right there. Watch for that, guys. And you know, still hasn't filled at all. I would expect to fill probably early AM is what I would think. They probably attack it right off the bat, right at the opening. If we're close to it, I would expect them to attack it right off the bat. And then we also have another one lower, but this structure right here, yeah, there's some structure right below it there, which is probably where it will go, like back to this high right here. You know, so look for that high to be tapped into. And there's also a little bit of structure there. Yeah, definitely look for that. And now look for an update tomorrow on gold. And yeah, this area. But first we need to get below today's low. So mm, so yeah, push one, push two. Yeah, I'd say definitely coming in here, but just in case, watch for how it reacts to this low down here. Comes into it, starts holding a support, then be aware of that. And then I would definitely be looking for like this halfway of this move here for any rejection in the morning. If it does come up in this area here, I'll be watching for this here. And this is your strong high here. So this high won't be violated. So you know that. And you can also use this, you know, trend line here. Like let's say it isn't a trend down, which is what it looks like. Say it is trying to come up, you know, which puts you very, very close to this area here, which would also be like this area's low here. Yeah, so like this area low too. Within like 21,500 ish area, probably. Look for that to be your resistance point, but it depends on where we open up at. If we open up above where we are now, expect like a spike and then down. If we open up near this low here, expect a spike, fill, and then up. That's what I'd be looking for. And then wherever the gap is, if you open with a gap, look to see how price reacts to it around 10:30. Like, are you above it or are you below it? If you're above it and it's filled it, it's probably bullish. Or even if it hasn't filled it, but if you're below it and it's not willing to fill it, then it's probably going to go lower. All right, guys, any questions? Do I think gold will hit 2747? Let's check. Um, I have to drop down a little bit more so I can see inside that high. Now let's see here. Yeah, it could reach up into 274, maybe even up here. Yeah, I could see it probably coming up into there and testing it. I think I'd measure this though. Yeah, maybe 34 and watch for it in that area, but yeah, it could. Yeah, it could. Yeah, hopefully this helps you guys. If you, yeah, it should, like my analysis is usually on point. So at least give you a little confidence in your own analysis, if anything. And Nasdaq is still not going down, dude. It's still just holding this fucking low. This is the worst price action. This is the worst. Look at this little baby range, man. 22, 23 point range. Like, what is up with this? It's 32 points. Yeah. And all right, if you guys want to, let me get a poll here. How many of you guys would be interested in watching the meme coins? Me trade meme coins. All right, so it's now redelivered that. I'm gonna go ahead and add one here, and they'll add the second. I'll give it like more room here, and they'll add the second if it comes down lower. Do you want to speak, moneymakers? Go for it, bro. Probably on accident, but whatever. Oh, okay, gotcha. Alrighty, guys. So I will see you. I'll let you know if I'm gonna do the meme coin thing tonight. But have a good night, guys. See you tomorrow. Right? I feel you, Miss Mike Spike fan. That's how I feel. I feel you. You know what that is? That's the positive market gamma. That's the positive market gamma. It happens pretty often. Like if the gamma's shit, it will be shit pretty much. Um, like we were looking on spot gamma here. If you go to yeah, it's this gamma here. So whenever this is in the positive area, this is what happens usually. This is a horrible chart though. I can't find it, but this is the same chart. It just isn't very big, but the gamma here, is if it's positive, it's usually shit. So you can see on the 16th, yeah, it went negative there, and then it slowly grinding back up, and then we've been extremely positive. So whenever it's over like 1.5, the price action usually sucks. Anything over under 1.5 is usually much better. Alrighty, guys, I'll catch you later. And boom, look at that gold on fire. God damn, I'm good at this. Straight beautiful. Look at that. Call, dude. All right, peace out, guys.